An abandoned village, houses used for combat practice, a bunch of vintage buses and a transport minister. What's it all about? This is the village of Imber in Wiltshire, and it's right in the middle of Salisbury Plain, where the army practice wartime scenarios. It's a restricted area, but once a year a group of industry leaders and their enthusiastic support team run a special bus service called Imberbus, and thousands of people come and ride and see the village.
It's very interesting, seeing the evidence of the military as you go through.
There's over 7,000 preserved buses in England, and to see some of them put to use like this is great.
It's good that the army let people come in and have a look at it, so because they could have blown it all up by now.
Without the crowds here, I can imagine that Imber's probably a pretty eerie place with all these effectively shelled out buildings that have been specially built for combat. The only real indication that there was a village here is the church, which today is pretty popular. One of the only remaining buildings from the original village, a service is held here once a year. Proceeds from Imberbus help pay for the upkeep of the church. After the church, centre stage on the day has to be the vintage Routemaster buses. Retired from London after years of service, they're a big attraction wherever they go. And that's where Lord Hendy of Richmond Hill comes in. Transport Minister in the House of Lords, he owns 2 Routemasters and is one of those behind this unusual event.
This started in 2009. 4 of us sat in a pub in Bath one evening, I used to live there, and we said, where's the maddest place you could run a bus service? And the answer is a place you can't normally get to and somewhere where nobody lives. And we started in 2009 with 5 buses. We made 300 quid for charity, and last year we had 37 buses and made 35,000 quid for charity, and this year there are 43 buses and we'll probably make even more for charity.
Well, there can't be many one-day-only bus services, but this is certainly one of them. If you like buses, you'll love this event because there's plenty of different types of buses in addition to the old Routemasters that everyone knows and loves. Those old Routemasters don't have modern innovations like power steering, so what do they like to drive?
There's no power steering, it's hard work, and also it's a manual gearbox as well, so you got to go through the gears as driving along.
And is there any air conditioning? It's an old bus, you would have thought there would be.
Yes, but I've got air conditioning. My windscreen is open, so the air is blowing on me. The fresh air is even better than the one the air conditioning is building.
Popular this year because of the hot weather were the open-top buses. No air conditioning needed here. Thousands turned out to look around Imber, and all were delivered to the village by bus.
I'm amazed because it's a lovely day and people get word of it. We don't advertise much, but people seem to like coming here.
Another arrival at Imber, and these bus stop signs here, you're more likely to see them in London, but for today only, they're here in the middle of Wiltshire. The buses were certainly a big draw on the day. After all, why else would you want to spend the day visiting somewhere that nobody lives, where there's nothing to do and very little to see? That's the Imberbus phenomenon.